Alexander writes, and today we're going to be looking at the Traveler's Company Traveler's Notebook. This is, I think, my third or fourth video on the Traveler's Notebook, and today I'm just going to be reviewing what my thoughts are as far as, is it a good system? Is it something that you should incorporate into your 2025 journal? A little personal history. I've used the Traveler's Notebook as a daily journal, as a travel journal. I've had it in my bag, taken it to other countries, so I've really put them through the ringer. And so I just want to go over like what my thoughts are and if this is potentially a good option for you to switch to. I have a couple different traveler's notebooks. One of them is my wife's, but I've had this larger size, I'll get this out of the way, the longest. And so if we put these aside, this one, you can see that the leather has held up pretty good. I prefer the scuff marks on the leather. I did switch out the elastic with a different color. I do prefer the gold versus the standard brown. But and it also comes with an orange, but I preferred the gold. So the Traveler's Notebook is a really, really cool system. It's a lot slimmer than an actual notebook. This is my Galen leather one, so you'll see it's obviously it has that 2-inch margin that's missing, which is not the worst thing. I find that the smaller size, I tend to write a little bit more and it becomes a little bit more portable. And so the thing that I like the most about the Traveler's Notebook is just how customizable it was. I think I've posted videos on it in the past, but when I went to the pen show here in Portland, getting to see how other people use their Traveler's Notebook was really encouraging. It gave me inspiration to kind of break away from what I was using it for as just a journal and to use it more as pasting in things from places I had been to, or stickers, or writing about travel experiences, or just recapping the month. I found it to be helpful for me to reflect and to kind of just remember what I had been through the prior month. And so this is what I have used it for. My Traveler's Notebook is pretty straightforward. I have one refill in it currently. And so I have it right here. It's a little bit thicker because I have systematically pasted things in here. And then I have this clear pouch that goes from front to back. So you'll see that there's here and here. And so this is just pasted in the middle. And so I've done videos on this, but I started using this as more of a travel journal. And so I'd paste things of where I had been and places that I thought were cool, some stickers, some new ink samples that I had received from a pen club, and then just what books I was reading, just events that had happened, and this month Friendsgiving, and just samples, and starting a new board game. So just I have used it more as a log or a keepsake of just where I had been. And in the past I have used it for multiple reasons, and I've had I have journals, Bible studies. This one's blank, and then this one is my my book. I read books and then I review them, and so I like how I can just insert these in here whenever I'd like. Obviously you have the different elastic system, so it allows you to take things out and to put things in. You can be somewhat creative. Like I said, this one refill is fairly thick because of all the things that I've put in it, but you could get up to 4 in here, and it gets pretty beefy. I typically like mine to be a bit slimmer. That way I can travel around with it. But yeah, these refills are cool because you can get them in so many different versions. So you have line, dot, plain, grid, planner, craft paper. You can get the weekly planner, monthly planner. I think they have a half-year planner. So it's super cool because you can kind of make it what you want it to be. And the paper, which I'm sure most of you know, is it doesn't say here, but I think it's Midori. Yeah, on the front it does, or it used to. Maybe I'm mistaken now right here. No, yeah, MD right here. And so the paper is fairly decent, and I like it because as a fountain pen user, it actually shows up really nicely on paper. And so here is my pocket field guide, or I should say my pocket traveler's notebook. So this is the passport size. Currently, I have just 2 refills in it. And so this one typically lives in my pocket. You can see it's a bit shinier because it is coming in and out of my pocket on a regular basis, whereas this one kind of lives in a bag. But even with this one, same premise. You can put the refills in. I have another zipper pouch that I keep in this one as well. And then this is a tracker I use to track reading. I'm reading The Lord of the Rings at the moment, so I am tracking through this, and I actually need to let's see if I can find a pen. Mark this off. So yeah, I use this usually to track, daily goals, whether it be just reading or just out and about. I have some other things in here that I use it for, but like if I need to jot a note down, I typically will pull this out. I have some keepsakes and some coins from a previous travel, but yeah, this is fairly convenient because it lives in your pocket, and I find that for me personally, I'm pulling this out a lot, and I've got a lot of compliments about this. I've made videos about how many people will say something when I pull this out, whether it's, I've used this as a wallet when I went to Ireland. This became my wallet for 2 weeks, and I got to see how that worked. This little clear insert has like 2 card holders on the back, and then I could zip in cash and change, so I used it that way. And so this became something that kind of lived on me in a different way. It was a journal, but also how I was getting my cards, keeping all my personal material in here, so that held up as well. You'll see I have the orange elastic, which originally came with this one, and then I swapped it to here. And then my wife had purchased one at the pen show in Portland, and this is the blue one. It looks more green on camera. I guess depending on the light, it looks a little bit, it could go either way. She hasn't used it just yet, but I thought it would be a cool comparison to show, like, this is a brand new one, and then this is a one that has been used for about a year and a half. And the nice thing with these is they just tend to get better with age. The longer you use them, the better they look. If you are to bust this elastic thing that holds everything together, they have repair kits online. So, if you're looking for something that you're going to use for decades and be able to customize and be able to repair yourself, this is the system to go with. Basically, you just have a leather cover, and then it's just the elastic, which we can probably see on this one. It's just this little band right here that holds in the one notebook. And like I said, you can use these rubber elastics. They make them for both the regular size as well as the passport size. And you can be pretty creative as how you link them together, whether you do it, cover to cover, or you put them in. There's a bunch of different videos on how you can do it to maximize your inserts. I don't believe going above 4 is good. I think it just gets too bulky. I have seen people put other journals in it. I think there is a Hobonichi Slim that you can put in here and it will work out. But you just kind of have to play around with it. You can kind of make it what you want it to be. And that's kind of where I'm going to next. Since I've started, I mentioned this earlier, the Traveler's Notebook, it's encouraged me to start keeping things and pasting them in. And, I wouldn't consider it scrapbooking, but it's more along the lines of just... I'll get a receipt or something fun and I'll keep it in here. We looked at it earlier, but it just allows me to remember what I was doing. We went and saw a movie, and just here's a new ink sample that I got. We went to Friendsgiving, and so I genuinely enjoy that. I have a couple of photos, personal photos for me when I'm looking for some reasons to be thankful or some reasons to be inspired. So yeah, for me personally, as someone who's used it for a year, I've found a lot of growth in keeping track of my daily goals and what I'm reading and where I'm at. And so I hope this is helpful for you and maybe the nudge you need. This system is so nice because, again, you can make it what you want it to be. They have a black one, the brown one, I believe a blue and a green one, and all the different sizes. And then they have the inserts, which the inserts tend to be cheaper, believe it or not, if you buy it through them directly. I think Amazon, it's a little bit more if you shop there, but if you buy them directly, they usually are a bit cheaper, and they send you cool things like the Traveler's Times, which comes when you buy something, so it kind of just lets you look at other people's notebooks, and like obviously there's someone's right there, which is very, very unique, and tells you where all the stores are at, and just things you can do at these shops, get stamps, talk, buy refills, get charms. Here's another person's notebook, and yeah, so I just think it's such a cool system, and it allows you to kind of make it to what you want it to be. And so I hope this video is helpful in helping you decide whether this is something that you want to do in 2025 or right now. These are about 40 to 50 bucks a piece, depending on where you get them. So I would recommend making the investment. You won't regret it, and it's kind of nice. I have on my I won't be able to show you here, but I have on my book stand just a I call it the archive, but an archive of notebooks that I've used, so I can just go back and pull one and kind of see what was going on when I was in that season of life, or see what was on my mind at that time. So it's a good way to keep track of things. They make binders that you can keep all your refills together, so it's just a system that I would recommend giving a try. There are other systems out there, but this is the Traveler's Notebook system, and I think, like I said, it is worth a go. I'm going to do a video on how I journal in this with the different pieces of paper in the future. I have some stuff for my European trip that I didn't get to do a keepsake journal for, so I'm going to start doing that maybe with you guys, or just show you progress updates. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you do, and then subscribe for consistent stationary content. But as always, I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.